Hello, everybody, and welcome back to The Winning Streak. I'm your host, Bryson.
And I'm Zeke.
And we do not have Parker with us today because he is sick. Everyone is sick right now.
Not me.
Everyone has
I'm
been or something. Everyone's been somewhat sick in the past month, I feel like. So, shut up. So, same thing as usual. A lot of extra stuff, actually. So, just getting straight into it with our side videos, I have 3 hot takes.
Okay.
First one is the Suns will ultimately fail to all be healthy enough at the same time to do anything major this season.
Unfortunately, I do agree with you. At this point, we're not going to get a good seed. I guess the Suns. I'm supposed to not be biased here. But I think the Suns, I don't think they're going to be competitive.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate. The team's good enough to be competitive, but they're not playing up to what they need to be, and they're having injury problems. So
yeah, we messed up with that Bradley Beal trade.
Yeah.
In full honesty.
It reminds me a lot of the Lakers after their title. They just got worse and worse.
That's true. It's just I feel like we're kind of screwed at this point.
Yeah, I think the window is probably closed at this point.
Yeah. I wouldn't say quite yet, just in case we end up doing good, but realistically.
Mm-hmm.
My second hot take is Belichick should retire with what he has before he ruins his legacy.
I agree with you. I think he's pretty old already.
Yeah, he's old.
He's pushing 75, right?
Let me look. Belichick age 71.
Okay.
He's pretty old still.
A little bit of a stretch. I know that Pete Carroll's really old, too.
Yeah, he looks young, though.
Yeah,
it's weird. It's scary. But, okay. So, not much there. And then this one we'll get into one of our next topics. But Belichick was way better of a coach than he is credited to be because people obviously say he gets carried by Brady. But I said due to his defense and overall team chemistry in the prime Patriots era. I think he gets overlooked as an actual coach.
A defensive mastermind. I think looking at his track record, he was the coordinator for the 86 Giants, which Lawrence Taylor, historically good defense, all that. And he had 3 different cycles of the best defense in the NFL with different players on. He's
always knew
clearly good at drafting defensive players.
Yeah.
And I think offensively, I'm going to be honest, I credit pretty much everything to Tom Brady in that offense.
Yeah, of course.
And I feel like that was an argument.
I don't know. I feel like Edelman, offensive coaching-wise, it's all Brady, but he had Gronk and Edelman, and they were insane.
A lot of that was really good drafting.
Yeah.
How Belichick loved going after, D2 guys and, low-level FCS guys. Edelman, for example.
He's still trying to.
And the problem is it just doesn't work anymore because all the best guys. The problem is you can't draft those guys anymore because those guys all transferred out and went somewhere better.
Yeah, that's true. And then with that, getting into what's the next move for Belichick, I said either retire, and I know it's a big thing everyone's talking about right now, but I mentioned it in the group chat a while ago and we talked about it a bunch that he should go to the Chargers.
I feel like that would be the best spot right now because obviously he likes being in the GM role too.
Yeah.
And I think that's one thing for the Patriots is they should look into hiring a new GM, but I don't think he'd give up his GM role and stay.
They got rid of the owner, so they might at this point. Well, they got rid of someone else, with the coach. It might have been the GM, but I think it was the owner.
Belichick's been the GM for about 10 or so years. I don't know how long, actually.
Yeah.
But somewhere around then, I know he became the president of football operations or something. But, I think Chargers is best role because they fired the coach and GM. Yeah. He could take over both roles this offseason. It's a good spot for him. Good weather, whatever, big market.
Good to end his career, too. You have a
perfect
setup.
Yeah, quarterback, good defense. They just need a good coach.
Yeah.
Good spot for him.
I was thinking we should look at we should just go through and see where else he could possibly go.
Off the top
one of the top of my head ones was the Bears. That's one of mine.
That's definitely a spot. I don't know, because you could say the Panthers, I guess, if they really want to make a big splash in the offseason. Because I know their owner is really big into he wants them to be competitive.
Yeah.
Soon.
I think, Packers is also a good one. Honestly, Packers, he could take over there and do something decent.
I don't know, because they're not going to fire their coach.
No, probably not.
He could take over as GM somewhere, and he could take over as GM in a lot of places. So
Cardinals.
No, they just brought in a new GM, but he did a really good job.
Not the coach though.
There's nothing wrong with Gannon. He's
Could have
has a
better
bad
coach, though.
defense. He's
If you have a better
drafted-
coach, though, I'd rather have that.
They're not going to fire him this year. The team
Yeah.
likes him. He's
And then-
paired up with that GM pretty well.
Yeah. Only other team that would be a possibility that I can see is like the Bucks, maybe.
Yeah, I was
That
actually
could be a
thinking the
good
Bucks, but I think Bruce Arians is still there. Like,
Yeah. I don't think they would want to get rid
I
of
don't
him,
think they would
especially after
fire
this year.
Arians.
He looks like the team's good. So
yeah. Close call.
the whole podcast falls off. So, getting into, I think that was it for NFL. Yeah. So, getting into guess the 2K team.
Okay.
You're going to go first because I forgot to switch my team.
Okay.
So, I think that's fair.
Okay, starting off, my point guard is a 78 overall. My shooting guard is also a 78 overall.
Pistons?
No.
Okay.
Small forward is an 87. Power forward an 80 and center an 81.
Ew, that's pretty bad.
I was cooking.
Is
They're
it
actually
the Spurs?
no.
Huh.
I thought their small forward was kind of high, but like he's pretty good, so I'll give him that.
I don't really know, honestly.
Also, like the entire like forwards and center, like
Let me
I
get
feel
a
like they could all
slight
switch
hint,
positions.
if possible.
I can give you like conference. They're in the West.
Yeah, that doesn't narrow it down. I'm curious, what team?
It's the Jazz.
Oh, okay. I would not have
Yeah.
guessed the Jazz. My team, it kind of has the positions messed up, but I'll just do my best. Point guard is an 82. Shooting guard is an 85. Power forward, or wait, no. Yeah, power forward is an 87. I messed it up. Hold on. I got it all mixed up because it has like all the positions and it's like doing the slash
Yeah,
and it doesn't have them correct.
Yeah, you're reading off of it.
So I'm gonna just give you the 5 best players in order, I guess, their overalls. There's a 95 overall on the team, an
What
88.
position is the 95?
He mostly plays small forward. And then there's 88 shooting guard, I guess, 87 center.
That's
And then-
the Timberwolves, isn't it?
No,
No?
85. It says shooting guard and 82 point guard. They run basically 4 shooting guards at once, usually. You could consider it.
4 shooting.
Or no,
guards.
3, I guess. One of them is more of a defensive player. There's a hint.
Is it the Clippers?
No.
So I was like, well, I feel like Paul George and Kawhi would.
I know this one's kind of confusing,
yeah,
but
this one's throwing me for a loop.
mainly because it's not in order at all.
yeah, positions. What else?
So, you want to know?
Sure.
The Celtics.
I was actually about to say Celtics. What you said? Oh, 95. Okay.
Yeah. Tatum's a 95.
Yeah.
So, it makes sense.
Yeah, okay.
It's fair. They have,
I don't know.
honestly,
the
fair
first
ratings.
time I
Porzingis is really high, though. 87 for
That's
Porzingis.
unnecessary.
It's pretty
He wasn't
gross.
even 87 when he was on the Knicks.
No.
I'm pretty sure, so I
He
don't
was-
remember. He was an 89 in 2K19, I think, or 2K.
That's ridiculous. He
He
never
was really good on the Knicks. He was an all-star.
Yeah, that's true. But, I mean, 82 for Derek White is a little bit low this season after how much he's done since the playoffs, I think. But it's fair, I
I wouldn't
guess.
go that far.
I think you could put him like 84.
What did they have
if you
Jalen Brown at?
88.
Okay.
So, getting into the Would You Rathers. I'll go first. Mine is going to be, like, if you pick the player for that round, they move on to the next round.
Okay.
So, MVP race edition, Would You Rather. Starting off with Jalen Hurts versus Lamar Jackson. And it's for
I take Lamar.
It's for MVP, not for
Yeah.
a better player, really. Lamar Jackson or Patrick Mahomes?
I take Lamar right now.
Lamar Jackson or Josh Allen?
Lamar right
Lamar Jackson or Tua?
now. Lamar.
Lamar or CJ Stroud?
Lamar.
Lamar or Christian McCaffrey?
Christian McCaffrey.
Christian McCaffrey or Tyreek Hill?
I'd still go Christian McCaffrey because this team's better and he's mostly the reason.
Christian McCaffrey or Brock Purdy?
CMC.
And then Christian McCaffrey or Dak Prescott?
CMC by a mile.
I agree only because of last night.
Yeah.
That's it, though. And then you have yours ready.
Mm-hmm. Okay, this one's just normal. Derrick Henry or Breece Hall?
Derrick Henry.
Derrick Henry or DeAndre Swift?
Henry.
Derrick Henry or Tony Pollard?
Yeah, Henry for sure.
Derrick Henry or Joe Mixon?
Derrick Henry.
Okay. Derrick Henry or Saquon Barkley?
Henry because injuries.
Yeah, okay. Derrick Henry or Josh Jacobs?
Henry's really inconsistent, but just as like a player, I'm for sure taking Henry.
Okay.
I'll say my take at the end of the video.
Okay, Derrick Henry or Kyron Williams?
Ooh. Kyron this season,
Okay.
I guess.
Derrick Henry or Rashad White?
Derrick Henry.
Derrick Henry or Travis Etienne?
Derrick Henry. I think Etienne's overrated.
We're going off like points, making their team better though.
No, I know.
I think about.
I'm talking about as a running back for mine. Based off this year. Is that all of them?
Yeah, that was it.
The only running back I would put above Derrick Henry just as a running back is CMC. Like, consistency-wise, there's a lot of guys above Derrick Henry, but if I'm looking just at a running back that I would want on my team just based on seeing what they can do, I'm taking Derrick Henry.
Okay, I think a part of
obviously CMC's first.
Yeah.
That's a given.
I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm really high on Rashad White. He's really good.
I don't think no one's Derrick Henry though, dude. Derrick Henry's done disgusting things.
Not this year though.
There's been a few games where he was nasty. I mean, he's just really inconsistent is the only problem. And Rashad White's only been good for like 7 games.
No, good. He's been good all year.
He's been decent all year. He's only
4.
I mean, because of the last few weeks.
No.
For the most part.
Like a good 17 points for like half the season.
I don't think so. But getting into NBA stuff, we have 2 LeBron-ish things. First one, kind of just a stupid side segment thing.
Getting political.
But LeBron came into Bronny's USC game and sat for the anthem, and people online are throwing like a really big fit about it. So,
well, if you watch the video, he came in about
3/4 of the way through the song.
3 lines from the song ending, and he probably knowing how those arenas are built, he had to walk all the way down.
Yeah,
he
probably walked a bunch to get to the scene.
Yeah, okay. There's no point getting mad
I know.
about that. It was just like he was with his kids, dude. It wasn't like he went out of his way to sit down.
Yeah,
it was just like
he didn't kneel.
It wasn't like he knelt for the anthem or something. Like it was just like
that would have been funny.
It was really stupid. But, it would have been funny. I would have laughed. Like it would just been outlandish,
Yeah, it would not be expected. But I mean, I think the same thing. I think literally he was just tired. The dude's 40 and averaging what he does in the NBA, and then he's walking to his seat. He's probably sore. I think he just wanted to sit down. I don't think he had any malicious intentions behind it at all. But think of it what you want. The clip was playing under us if you're watching this from TikTok or Instagram, so you saw what happened. Mm-hmm. Take with it as what you want. Second topic. This one will be a pretty fun one. Bronny's draft stock. What is the move for next season? If he declares for draft next season even. But just when he does, really.
I think Bron still got a few years in the tank.
I think Bron has 10 more years in the tank.
Okay,
he's literally talking about he wants to...
a 3-season...
I think at least 6 or 7 seasons left in him. Honestly. I really do.
There's no way he goes for 30 seasons.
Dude, I would not be surprised at this point at all. We saw a tweet 15 years ago talking about, I can't wait for this to be over.
The 2015 LeBron was 30.
It's just, it doesn't end, so I don't expect it to.
I'm going to say
and I mean, that's kind of what we're getting into.
Yeah, getting back on topic, Bronny's draft stock.
You get Bron, no matter what. He'll go for a $1 a year contract if you wanted to.
But, okay, let's talk hypothetical. If the Lakers won a championship this year, do you think he's throwing it all away to play 1 season with Bronny? I don't think so. I
100% think he's throwing away a chip to play with Bronny.
Permanently damage his legacy. If he just left,
it doesn't matter.
If
he could care less about the legacy.
If the team sucked and he was just you know what, I need to move anyway. He probably would have moved anyway, even without Bronny. But if they were really good, and
I think he'd still
an extra chip just to play 1 year when he could have just left the next year, he could just try another season. I think he'd probably still leave. I think that's harmful to his legacy.
I don't think he would care. I don't think he'd want to risk anything when it comes to playing a season with his son, because no one's done that at his level, at least. So,
yeah, I mean, I guess the closest thing would be the Griffeys in baseball.
Yeah.
But so his dad wasn't that good. It was mostly Griffey.
If you're a really good team, I have a good scenario. If you're a really good team, are you going to trade a bunch? or just like not a bunch, but
I think-
enough to get Bronny in the draft in order to get Bron on your team to hopefully win a chip that year?
I don't think so. I don't think he's gonna go
Really?
that high. To be honest.
It's basically
gonna
you're
be a
trading
cap.
for Bron.
Yeah, it's gonna be. Well, LeBron's under contract, so I don't know how that works. He would have to.
Yeah. He'll probably tell Bronny to wait until his contract's over to
I think he probably
list for
will.
the
I
draft.
think
That's smart.
also, like, I mean, Bronny's not starting right now.
Yeah.
USC.
I mean, he's only played like a game though.
Yeah, he played
so.
one game. Their season
I think
started
he'll end
2
up
months ago.
starting for sure. That's another thing I wanted to
think
bring
they'll
up
play
really
next year
quick.
At USC,
I
I don't think there's any point in declaring.
This will be its own little segment, and I might get hate for this from the AAU kids or something, but I really don't think Bronny's that good
Oh, he is.
at all.
He's
like,
not, like he's
he's
ever shown
very
impressive.
skilled. He's a great basketball player, obviously.
Yeah,
LeBron's kid,
he
but
showed he was a good 3-point shooter in high school.
the only reason he'll even go to the NBA, I think, or go first round probably, is because LeBron is going to be on your
Yeah, I
team.
don't think he's like.
I think he'll
good
go
enough
like
to be a first
very
rounder.
high up.
I think there's plenty of guys better than him.
There will be, but I think he's going to go like top 5 just
Oh,
because
no,
of the LeBron
no
thing.
way.
If LeBron is dead serious
NBA
about
teams
playing on my
have too
team,
much shame to do that. I'm sorry.
I don't think so.
Well, keep in mind you still have to pay LeBron because he's under contract.
After
Even-
the we're
Okay.
our scenario is
The
after the
scenario, he
contract,
would
so
sign
he'll
for
go
a
for
minimum.
5-10 mil a year.
Yeah.
So you
Okay.
got LeBron if you get Bronny. That's the scenario basically. I feel like I would for sure. I could care less about the shame the media would give me if I'm
He'd
a
go
team
high,
like the
but not
Nuggets and I
that
trade
high,
someone to get LeBron on my team.
Well, first of all, I think like if you have to play the Pistons, he'd like force his way out or something like.
Yeah, no,
LeBron
that's
would
what
LeBron
I'm
would be
thinking.
Like, I'm not going to the Pistons or something, but like,
Like, trade
let's
my
say
son.
like the Cavs got like a top 5 pick.
I have
think
seen
they
the
do
Cavs
They do it
scenario.
for a,
I
well, I
love
don't think
the
there's any
Heat and the
situation
Cavs
where
scenarios,
they get a top 5 pick, so I don't
Trade.
know. They would have to trade for it, I guess, but
which I really don't think is a bad idea.
yeah, but
Trading
I don't know
to
if,
get
like,
Bron
if there
on
was
your
like an
team?
elite class and then Bronny was just there, like, are you giving up like? a
Depends what
franchise
level
player or,
LeBron
like,
is at that point. But I
Yeah.
don't think there will be a good enough class to care that much.
I don't know.
Because it's basically saying, would you rather get a rookie on your team or LeBron and his son who could shape up well on your
I
team?
guess. I don't know. It's definitely an argument
Yeah.
to be made. I think
It's a fun topic, too.
I've seen him projected like 15. this
Yeah,
year.
it makes sense.
To the Suns, actually.
Dude, that'd be
That'd be
ridiculous. We'd still
Disgusting.
lose.
Yeah, we'd figure out how to lose.
My scenario...
But if we're going off a pure skill, he could be like a second round pick.
I don't even think so. Honestly.
Yeah,
But,
it's debatable.
yeah.
If you
My
show potential in college and you're a freshman and you
Yeah.
declare, you get drafted.
He
It's
could.
Just how it works, but.
My scenario was that the OKC core stays together up until that point. That's assuming this happens.
I don't see a situation.
I think
where
they just
don't.
trade a couple picks because they have so many.
Yeah.
Just trade a couple
If
picks.
anybody would do it, it would be them.
It's literally the easiest trade ever. You have 30 picks and you already have a stacked
I just feel
core.
like
Just
LeBron's
add
gonna be like, I
LeBron
want
to
my
it for
son
free.
in a big market or something, and he's gonna try to go to Miami.
That's
or
gonna be a
New
big
York.
market. OKC is turning into one, even though it's
Well,
Oklahoma,
if you're talking
it's
about
still-
basketball skills, like how good the team
Yeah.
is and stuff, but market, no. Like
I think
the market
it's-
share isn't there. It's
The
not a
more,
big
the better
city.
they become, the bigger it'll be, and eventually, like they're turning into a really
I guess.
good young team, and good young teams get all the market.
Not
We've seen
really.
it.
Like
We've
if,
seen
even
it
if
quite
the
a bit.
Pacers were really good, they still wouldn't get a market. This is how it is.
Yeah,
That's kind of what's happening with the Timberwolves too, and the Grizzlies last year. They just don't play in big market locations. That's
Yeah.
what happened
I mean,
to Devin
Boston.
Booker when he was young. Even though Phoenix is like not a small market, but they treat it like one. I don't really get it, but
yeah. I don't know. I mean, it's anywhere is honestly debatable for markets at this point. It's just how good your NBA
Yeah.
team is and who your owner is at the same time. So
yeah, that the dynamic in Phoenix changed a lot when they got
Yeah.
a new owner.
I think
that's part of
that getting Bronny is a good idea, though, overall.
yeah, it's an idea.
Yeah. And then our last NBA topic, Chet Holmgren, 17 points, 11 rebounds, and 9 blocks against the Nuggets in a win yesterday.
I think he's rookie
Never
of the year.
seen that. We've seen it,
That's
but
like
I've never
that's like
actually
Draymond.
seen
That's
it.
like Draymond.
That's true, actually. He did have that at one point, didn't he? He had 10
He had a
blocks,
triple double with
triple-double.
no assists.
So I have seen that. That's the one I was thinking of.
Yeah.
Other than that, though, we haven't really ever seen that in
Like-
person much.
Like 9 or 10 blocks. Or
Yeah,
like stuff like that.
it's
Double digit blocks.
very rare.
I'm trying to think of the last time besides Draymond I've seen double digit blocks.
I can only
feel
think of
Gobert
times like I've
probably did
seen. He might have.
it.
I've only seen it in like very past games though. Like I haven't really
Shaq.
seen something like that.
Shaq
Yeah,
double digit
exactly.
blocks. Shaq's 15 block game.
But I think he easily I mean, Wembanyama just leads in like every single stat, so it's kind of hard to go against him. But I still think
Yeah, but
it's
this team also
because
sucks.
I know that's what I was gonna
So,
say.
there's part of
Like,
it. They just got fresh off a 20 loss streak, 19 loss streak.
yeah,
Pistons
so,
are on like a 25 game losing streak.
I know that's ridiculous. I mean,
I
think
think this thing was like there's a good
he
chance
could
they
be
don't win. Like
should
until like
should
February.
they kill 5 of their players?
That was okay. The original argument came from the Nets.
I know,
like,
it's
2
so
years
funny,
ago, and
too.
I don't like they weren't that bad. Like it was like
No,
they should-
I know.
for like what players should they save?
What players should they kill? Is what the argument
It was like everybody was
bro.
like Ben Simmons. Like
It was really funny when that
Yeah.
Reddit post came out.
I mean
like,
that's true. It's an argument.
It's-
I mean
arguable. I don't think I would resort to that, but you could.
I don't
if you
know.
wanted to.
Pistons are closing in there. I mean like who do you keep? You keep
Get Bronny.
you keep Cade Cunningham.
I don't think you keep anyone. I think kill.
Well, that's what, you don't have to kill all of them. You have to kill 5.
I know. I'm just saying, like at this point,
you just restart.
yeah,
from
you
scratch.
just start from scratch if you lose 25
The thing is,
straight
if you
games.
went into like a draft like that, it's the same as like you get to protect a certain amount of players. So you could build a pretty good team. Like
You probably did, yeah.
like some teams would just not be able to
Just get the
protect
first
some of
5
their players,
picks
like-
as your starting 5.
like.
It could work. You just get the best player from every position and
Yeah, you just
in the draft.
pick like the best player from any team that didn't.
This
protect.
turned
It'd be
dark
pretty
really
good.
quick.
Yeah.
Talking about killing the Pistons team and restarting, bro.
Killian Hayes first off the chopping block.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Killian Hayes.
Okay, but no, the whole team sucks, dude. They're awful.
horrible.
They should have just traded for 8.
Wingstop orchestra.
Dude, I know. Wingstop is beating them every game. But getting back into NFL
Yep.
again, a recap of all of our games and predictions. The Chargers versus the Raiders was absolutely insane and unexpected. 63 to
21.
like at one point I think it was 63-0 though.
No, it was.
Or it was 49-0.
49-0.
I did not expect that. I don't even know how that happened, honestly. Like that's just insane. But they played really good, so I'll give them that.
They should have just fired the coach at halftime.
I know.
It would have been like
I was thinking that.
they could be like the first team to fire a coach at halftime since.
It would've been really
1920 or
funny.
whatever. I don't know what the stats are on
It's a
firing.
really long time ago.
I don't know
but-
if it's ever happened. To be honest, dude, it's a good thing. to
It
look
probably
at.
has, like old
You keep
ass
talking, I'll
game.
look.
We both had the Raiders. The Bengals versus Vikings sucked, but we both had the Bengals and they won. The Colts versus Steelers was decent. We both had the Colts, so we went 3 for 3 to start. And then we both missed on the Broncos versus Lions. The Lions stomped on the Broncos and
It was
let them know.
close.
Not really,
Yeah.
bro. It was like 42-17.
Oh well, like at one point it was like 28 to like 21 or something, but
I don't know. I'm pretty sure they just stomped them out, though. They kind of proved that the Broncos aren't legit enough, I think. Like, that's the game that decided it. The Browns versus the Bears. We both had the Browns, and that was correct. Bucks versus Packers. I had the Buccaneers. You had the Packers, Zeke, and the Buccaneers won that game. Titans versus Texans. I strike again, betting on the Titans and getting it wrong every single time.
yeah.
I don't even know how the Texans were able to pull through that game. Devin Singletary was disgusting, and
Yeah.
Noah Brown was really good. We both had the Titans, though, and we got that wrong. Next 2 games we both got correct. We had the Dolphins against the Jets. The Dolphins won 30-0, so shutout game. Chiefs Patriots win as expected,
Zach Wilson
except
was trying
Travis
to do too
Kelce
much.
just sucks.
Like,
Yeah, he was. Chiefs didn't even kill the Patriots,
no,
which
it
is
was a close
sad.
game.
It was
It was-
close, but
well,
Travis Kelce sucks.
played horrible.
He sucks. He should break up with Taylor Swift.
And she was like, or like something like a fan.
He started crying on
A
the
fan
sideline.
got harassed for wearing a Taylor Swift jacket, and
Good.
they like posted up about it on social. Good, I don't care.
But the Saints beat the Giants. We both had the Giants
they
winning.
killed-
They murdered
Kill
Tommy DeVito. We're planning on trying to get him on here, but maybe not now if he
20 band
wouldn't be able to
fee.
speak. Yeah, we won't speak on that until we know.
Yeah.
But the
It's probably a false report, guys.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
My king
He would never
Danny
do
DeVito
that.
would never do
no,
that.
never. Panthers versus Falcons.
Bobby Cutlet.
I was gonna say that. I had the Panthers for some reason, and they ended up beating the Falcons.
I had a feeling it was going to happen.
Yeah,
to be honest.
it just seemed like it would.
It was like a really. Did you see the stands? Did you see the videos about it?
No.
There was like 300 people at the game.
Really? Like I saw tickets for $4.
45 cents.
Jesus Christ.
It was like a crazy storm too, and it was too bad.
Oh, I would have gone. Still, honestly, it'd be funny.
Yeah,
I would just sit under like where it's not raining and just watch the 9-7 victory. But Commanders versus Rams, I had the Commanders. Zeke had the Rams. The Rams won that one. For Niners versus Cardinals, Zeke had the Niners, and they killed them. I said Cardinals, and then I said Niners right after. So, got that one. Mm-hmm. Cowboys Bills did not go as expected. It was expected to at least be a close game, and the Bills did really good that game. Zeke had the Bills. I had the Cowboys who lost. Yeah.
Clutch. I knew it.
The Ravens destroyed the Jags, which was honestly expected, in my opinion. We both had them. And then Seahawks, Eagles. I have Seahawks. Zeke has Eagles, and the current score is 0-10 Eagles, going into half soon. So, we'll see how that one goes. Could go either way. I think they're switching between Geno and Drew Lock right now. So
Drew Lock started.
Yeah, so it's weird. And then getting into our sleeper and bust predictions.
Or reviewing.
Reviews. My bad. I've been off with sleepers lately, but my busts have hit like all of them 100% the past couple weeks. So take with that what you want, but I'm going to hit on every single one this week, so trust me. Okay. But for last week, I had Odell versus the Jags. He got 2.4.
Yeah.
I had Ezekiel Elliott versus the Chiefs. He got 9.6, so you probably didn't really expect too much from him.
It didn't ruin your week, probably.
Yeah, but he did okay.
Mid.
And then I had Gabe Davis versus Dallas. He had 0 somehow. I don't know if he didn't play or something, but I know he got 1 target, so it was weird.
Okay.
And then my busts, I hit on all 3. I said Garrett Wilson versus Miami. He had 5.9. I said Calvin Ridley versus the Ravens. He had 8.9. And then I actually said Stephon Diggs versus Dallas, and even in a blowout, he only had 8.8, and I hit on that one, which is kind of surprising. Every time I do a big-name receiver like Jamar or someone like him, like I always hit on them. So
yeah. I cooked last week with Justin Jefferson. Or the week before. But moving on to my sleepers, I had Chiefs D, who put up 9 points. Solid enough. That's pretty good, actually. But moving on, James Conner, 17.9. Good hit. I thought he'd do about that. He's been doing okay. He's good. I said Joe Flacco, who had 16.86, which is the same as what he put up like 2 weeks ago. But it's definitely not a miss. But moving on to my bus, I said Drake London, coming off of his huge week. He had 4.4, so it's a hit. TJ Hawkinson had 12.3. He averages nearly 15 points. So I'm gonna take the win on that one, to be honest. And then my last one was Cole Kmet, put up 13.3, and that's a miss.
Yeah, he's decent again, so it's pretty good. For week 16, dang. Mm-hmm. For week 16 fantasy sleepers and busts, I started with 3 sleepers. I had Baker Mayfield versus the Jaguars. He just had a literal all-time game for any quarterback ever. First perfect passer rating at Lambeau Field. I said Cole Kmet versus Arizona. I expect that to be a shootout of a game, actually, and I think Cole Kmet will put up big numbers. I think both tight ends. So also Trey McBride.
Trey McBride is gross.
Is my second
He's
one.
elite.
And then I said Isaiah Likely versus the Niners. I think that's going to be the one guy they're not really looking for, apart from Zay Flowers and Odell, and he's going to have a huge week again, like he did this week. For my bus, I said Devon Achane, I think is how you pronounce his last name, versus Dallas. I think they're going to go for strength over speed versus Dallas, so they're going to use Mostert. Because that's the difference between them.
Mostert's a big
just
touchdown
huge.
back. I mean, he's 20.
Yeah, and I think Mostert's going to want that title over CMC this year. So
yeah, touchdown title. That'd be cool.
And then I said Keenan Allen and Austin Eckler, both versus the Bills. I think the Chargers are just going to get, like,
pummeled.
Yeah, just destroyed. So I don't think you should start anyone on the
Fair enough. Okay.
Chargers.
Getting into mine, I said Josh Jacobs. Last time he played the Chiefs, he had a good 22 points, which that was like 3 weeks ago, or 2 weeks ago, I think, actually. But so I expect him to go over 20. He's projected 15 points, but I'm worried he won't play, so keep that one in mind. I think he will, though. He was like a game time decision last week. Next up, I had Dalton Kincaid. He didn't score last week, which is unfortunate, but he's playing the Chargers. So I'm expecting a big week, and I'm expecting Josh Allen not to throw for 93 yards. So, which I mean, he didn't mess up my week in fantasy, so I don't care. But moving on to Deontay Johnson, they're starting Mason Rudolph. Maybe that'll make a difference. Probably not, but I'm just like going on a win there. He was better with him a few years back. And then moving on to my boss, I have Ty Chandler. He had a really big week with the Vikings last week. They played Cincinnati. So I'm going to say he isn't going to do it again. I don't know why I'm blanking on who they're playing this week. They're playing Detroit, who performed pretty well against opposing running backs. So I'm going to go with that. And then next up, I had Cortland Sutton. The Broncos are playing the Patriots, who have had a very good pass defense this year. They're actually number one defense, which is crazy. Like over the past 6 weeks, especially if they've let up insanely bad, 40 points to the Giants and stuff like.
It's pretty.
Yeah. And then my last pick was Amari Cooper. He had a really big week, but I expect I feel like there's no way he's gonna put up 20 points every week, especially after he was bad. We'll see. I think it's mostly Flacco and Njoku. Njoku's been averaging 24 in the last 4 weeks. It's gross.
I know he has been really good with Flacco. He's his favorite target. He's huge. He's an absolute beast.
The funny thing is, I actually switched Amari Cooper from my sleepers to my bus.
I feel like if Njoku was the main target all year, he'd be Kelsey level. He's insane.
Flacco all year. Well, a part of that is he's also a severe burn victim.
Yeah.
So I mean,
Njoku's disgustingly good though. When he gets used, we saw it last season too. And
yeah. I should have picked him up. I had him on waivers and I ended up taking
Komet.
He's been on waivers multiple times. He got passed around.
Yeah, he did good for me though. And then you want to get into next week's game predictions?
Okay,
and that will wrap us up.
Starting off with Thursday Night Football, the Saints are playing the Rams in LA. I'm going with the Rams.
I am also going with the Rams.
Team. Moving on to Saturday, 23rd, the Bengals are playing.
Another Saturday game.
It's that's just what
it's just weird.
The last two, you still need the last 3 weeks.
Yeah, it's just weird. I don't like it.
They should do it.
It's stupid. Yeah.
But it's the Bengals and the Steelers. I got the Bengals. Browning will carry over Mason Rudolph.
Yeah, I'll give them the edge, I guess. Part of me wants to go with the Steelers, but I'll go with the Bengals for sure.
Nothing. Okay.
Oh my God.
Moving on. The Bills are playing the Chargers. I got the Bills.
I got the Chargers.
A mile.
Bills are gonna
80 points. No.
I think it'll be 42-13.
Okay.
That's my guess.
Fair enough. Moving on to Christmas Eve Sunday, the Colts are playing the Falcons.
I got the Colts. Gardner Minshew's going to take them to the playoffs, actually. It's going to be crazy.
It's
really funny.
One of his receivers to the hospital.
That wasn't his fault.
Yes, it was. Did you see Tom Brady's comment?
No.
Dude,
he let him have it, really?
Yeah. Well, he didn't say names.
He's pissed because he put it there or what?
Well, he said that corner shouldn't have been suspended, which he's
right.
right.
Oh, no, yeah, he's right.
And that's 100% on the quarterback for throwing hospital passes. So I mean,
ouch.
He didn't say names, but you know what he meant. Yeah. Moving on, the Seahawks are playing the Titans. I don't know, to be honest. It really depends how this week goes, but I'm going to go with the Seahawks.
It depends how Henry goes, dude. He's so inconsistent. I'm going Seahawks, though.
Okay.
Especially with the healthy team
moving
back.
on, the Lions and the Vikings.
Lions.
Yeah.
Not much to say about that. At all. Josh Dobbs is third string now.
This one's actually going to be really entertaining for morning sleep. The Commanders and the Jets. I don't know how to feel about that. Because Howell got benched last game, so I don't know what's the situation with that.
That's dumb.
He threw 100 yards and
he's
played horrible.
Still the passing leader. He's had a great
Jacoby
season.
Brissett
I hate when people do that.
Jacoby Brissett had more passing yards in 2 drives than Howell had in the entire game.
I honestly don't know.
I'm going with the Commanders. I think the Jets are bad.
Me too, but I think
it's going to be really
I think I'm still going to go with the
We're
Jets.
We're going to see another
3-0 game.
6-0. 2-0.
I'm gonna go Jets.
I want to see a 2-0 game.
That would never happen. I wish it would. There's no way though.
It can happen.
It could.
I want to see a 5-0.
If we actually saw Marcus Mariota versus Drew Lock tonight, we would have seen 2-0. because Mariota is notorious for safeties. So
that is true, actually. Moving on, the Packers and the Panthers. I stuttered. What's wrong with me? I'm going with the Packers. Don't even start. Dude.
I just predicted it right.
They literally edged one out with the the Falcons.
Yeah, no, I'll go Packers because Panthers are really
I didn't
bad.
laugh out loud when you said it. Okay.
It was funny when I said it.
No, it wasn't.
No,
it wasn't.
Okay, move on.
Moving on, the Browns and the Texans. I'm going with the Browns. Another astounding win to go to 10-5.
Jesus, really?
Yes, they're 9-5 right now.
Oh my God, I didn't realize that.
King Flacco, bro.
It's crazy. Yeah, I'll go Browns, I guess. Texans don't have good enough defense.
No.
Imagine they had Nick Chubb right now, dude. Imagine
It'd be
you
gross.
had Nick Chubb right now. Well, you wouldn't have Nick Chubb. You wouldn't have CMC if you had Nick Chubb. So
That's not true.
on your fantasy, yes, it is. I would not have given you CMC if you had Nick Chubb.
Why?
You serious? Why would I? Are you stupid?
I sent you the same stuff. He wasn't included
No,
in the trade.
that wouldn't have happened. I would not have let that happen, you idiot. Move on.
I think I would have ended up. I didn't need him anyway. Herbo's better.
Okay, move on.
Moving on, the Jaguars and the Bucks, Florida Bowl.
Bucks Nation again.
Jags.
Give me the Bucks all day.
Give me the Jags.
Baker's gonna cook, bro.
I
Guarantee
see
it.
people clown on Trevor Lawrence. I feel so bad.
I
It's
don't. He
it's
sucks.
When you cook or something, he thought he cooked. Like it's just him walking on the field. I keep seeing videos. Moving on to two bad teams. Actually, I'm not even sure that the Bears are that bad. To be
I
honest.
can't tell.
I don't think
It's
they are.
hard.
Which
Dude,
I'm really worried. I think they're gonna draft.
The funny
I think
thing,
they're gonna draft Marvin.
I think
Harrison
they are
Jr.
too. I was saying that,
It
dude.
just really sucks, dude.
Yeah. Dude, I seriously think that Justin Fields isn't like the biggest problem, especially after last game.
I really don't.
I've been
he's
saying
throwing
that
dots.
too, dude.
I
He
was like-
threw, that one
When
to
I saw him play
Komet.
good, I was like,
I know, and now everyone on their freaking videos is talking about
the
like
Patriots are gonna trade up to first.
they might, they probably will.
Which really sucks. I would rather
Yeah.
have I don't care what the Cardinals have to do. I want us to trade out to first. I
Yeah.
want us to get Marvin Harrison over. And I think our GM will make sure it happens because he did it last year. He did good trades.
He should. If he doesn't, then he sucks.
So,
But I don't know. I think
I don't know if I ever got out. The Cardinals are playing the Bears, and I'm going
Oh.
with the Bears.
I think Justin Fields will like ultimately be failed by his team 2 weeks in a row, and people will start to see that he's not the absolute problem, and then they'll give him the chance with Harrison, like I've been saying most of the season. So I think the Cardinals are gonna.
Justin Fields.
I think the Cardinals are gonna
you
kill
are
the
an
Bears.
Atlanta Falcon.
No, they're not gonna trade him. I don't think.
Moving
I think the Cardinals
on.
will actually beat them pretty bad though.
Okay. Yeah. Next up, the Cowboys and the Dolphins. This game actually has a lot of.
That might be game of the year, honestly.
Could be.
It easily could be.
But
Shit.
honestly,
such a scary game though.
Dolphins. Like if the Dolphins can win this game, it proves they can contend.
Yeah, my only thing, like they have such a good offense, and our defense is super inconsistent. But we played bad this week. Usually doesn't happen twice in a row. And the
A lot of that
Dolphins
is,
have gotten
Bills
crushed
really
by
good.
every real team.
Really good offense.
Yeah, but Dolphins have gotten crushed by every real team they've played. They've only beat really bad teams.
Okay.
So I think Cowboys will probably end up winning that
Yeah.
one, just because it's so important to us
I'm
too.
gonna go with Dolphins just because.
Okay.
Keep it a mixing up, you know.
Sure.
Moving on to, for whatever reason, this. Okay, I just want to go back and say that Cowboys game is afternoon slate,
I
and
figured.
the
That's so stupid.
Patriots and the Broncos is Sunday Night Football on Christmas Eve.
Who's doing this, dude?
Um,
Why would anyone want to watch that on Christmas Eve night?
I don't know.
I guess they
They
figured.
want Christmas
I guess they
dinner.
figured no one's gonna be watching football at night on Christmas Eve.
I don't know, but
Everyone's
they
gonna be watching Christmas
they put
movies.
together 3 games for Monday.
I know.
for Christmas.
For Christmas?
Yeah,
Oh.
they were trying to compete with the NBA. Christmas is NBA's holiday.
yeah.
I don't know why you would encroach on that. It doesn't really make sense.
Patriots versus Broncos, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't.
I
Honestly,
I want to see the Broncos.
no.
I wanna see the
I'm gonna go
Patriots.
Patriots on that. Honestly, just
Christmas
because
Day miracle? Well, it's not on
I
Christmas
really
Day.
think that they're gonna pull through.
Somehow. I'm gonna say.
I don't know why they would.
Because I'm wrong a lot, so maybe I'll be wrong, and the Patriots will win.
I don't think the Patriots actually will win, but I have a
Yeah,
good feeling that
that'd
they
be
could
cool.
easily.
I need them to. I need the Cardinals to lose out and the Patriots to win out. And
Too bad the Cardinals will win this week.
And then I also need the Panthers to win out. And then
Okay, yeah, that's definitely not happening.
You never know. They won this week.
No, I know.
Okay, moving on to Christmas football. Morning slate. We have the Raiders and the Chiefs. I have the
Raiders. Oh, okay. I'm actually surprised. Why are you going with the Chiefs? You don't want to go with the Chiefs. I didn't hear what you said.
Said the guy on the Chiefs. That's stupid.
Oh.
Okay, so fine. I'm sorry.
I'm going with the Raiders.
I'm going with the Chiefs. I don't think they lose that game.
Okay, fair. Kelsey sucks.
On to afternoon. Giants and the Eagles. I have no idea if Tommy Cutlet is going to play.
I don't think it really matters for that game at all.
But I'm going with the Eagles either way. I think I bumped the mic.
Me too.
But I'm sorry. And then
it's turned up, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I was gonna say we never checked.
And finally, Monday Night Football, Christmas Day football. The Ravens.
I might cut that out. Okay, continue.
Okay. Christmas Day football. The Ravens and the
Niners. Ooh.
Super Bowl rematch 2012.
Yeah. That's a really good game.
Possible Super Bowl matchup.
It could be, yeah.
I think it will be.
I really need the Ravens to win this week. So I'm going to go with the Ravens.
Okay.
I trust them to get it done for Dallas. They're probably going to win, so that's fair. They're probably going to blow out the Ravens and prove that no AFC team is going to beat them. So I think that just about wraps it up. Me neither. We had plenty of extra topics for this episode, so yeah, from you. So we appreciate you guys for watching as always, and we will see you next time.